Hi Virgo, welcome back to my channel. So this is going to be your December reading. I'm going to follow the same structure as I did in the month of November. So a few cards for the first part of the month and a few cards for the second part of the month. And one oracle card at the end for additional messages. So let's see, Virgo, what comes up for you for this last month of the year. I'm super excited to see what cards you get. Okay, wow. Awesome. So you start really great, like on a really good footing. Even though you feel like there's a lot to celebrate, but I think it's more like a personal achievement than a community, than a group achievement. You know, so I think it's something still to be proud of. I think there's something that you've done on your own to get there. And it's finally like you, even though somehow you will be getting recognition, but not necessarily in the way that you thought. Not necessarily in the way that you wanted it to get, right? But then you have, so for the first part of the month, you have the Six of Wands, Three of Cups, and the Queen of Wands, which really tells me, again, like what I was just saying before, it's like I feel like there is some achievement that will happen. You'll be recognized for something, but it's going to be more of like a soul recognition, like something that you did on an individual level. And you might have people in your life that will not, like, be a little bit jealous of you and be a little bit, you know, like saying things or gossiping, or like maybe like trying to feel you bad about your achievements, or maybe like feeling you like you didn't deserve what you accomplished. So don't mind those people. Like really don't like, don't even listen. Don't even listen. And because you, like Virgos, what you work for, you always work hard, so you never do anything half-ass, right? So like whatever you did, I think you really should be proud of your achievement. And with the Queen of Wands here, it's like she stands strong and confident. So don't let any of that negative talk really get to you, because I know it's really easy for you to get affected by what people say because you care, you really care. But this month, really in the beginning especially, don't stop like taking in what other people say about you and then say like, oh, what you should deserve, what you shouldn't deserve to like be recognized for, because you know, like you really deserve that. So you know, just believe in that and like let whatever that people say, like in one ear and then out the other, right? And then in the second part of the month, you have the Page of Swords with the Devil reversed and the Lovers reversed. I think there will be a really, I think it stems really from this Three of Cups. For some of you, might be like, maybe you were like really fighting for a person. So if this is not about achievement, I mean, and that's also an achievement, but like it could also be in the romantic level. It could be that maybe you're fighting for a person that was either unavailable at the moment, or maybe like you among the other options that they were considering, and finally like at this point you're like, they're committing to you and they're really like 100% into you. And that's what like we hear with the Devil, like with the Lovers reverse here. It's like when somebody's making a commitment, somebody's making a choice, that's a final choice, right? And it's something that's like letting go of something that's no longer serves you, with the Devil here reversed. I mean, the Devil can be so many things to me, and sometimes it can be positive, sometimes it can be negative, depending on the context. Now when it shows up here, I feel like you're really like, it really points me to this. It's really let go of like, I feel you're so attached to the idea of like in your image and your accomplishments about what people think and say about you. You know, like who cares? You know, like what people say, it doesn't represent who you are. And I think this is what this is all about. It's like really let go of like attaching your personality, attaching your worth to what other people think you are and say you are. And with Devil here and then the Lovers here, it's like it's a major choice. So I feel like for you, it's making that major choice about, you know, like how are you going to go about this. And with the Page here, it's like the pages can be like that curiosity, that like sense of like wanting to know more, and then digging, like, yes, he's very superficial because he's kind of flaky, right? But he's also very curious. Like he's not afraid to ask questions. He's not afraid to go in situation that other people find uncomfortable and really like speak up and like ask, but it's also fast moving card, right? So I think whatever like this achievement is going to be, maybe in a personal, maybe like you actually, somebody is you getting the person that you really wanted and you fought for so long, right? And then finally there's going to be like, oh my god, I finally got this person, I'm so happy. And then that would kind of start some talk, you know, like here at the end of the month, where it's like, ooh, but I don't think he deserves or she deserves. I'm like, well, who are they to have that person? Oh, blah blah blah, you know, all of that talk. It's like, it's just talk. So don't take it personal. Really, like, try not to take things personal this month, because the more you do, the more you're stuck in the devil upright position, the more you're like bound to what, you know, like having your identity driven by what other people say, you know, versus coming from your own self, you know, from you driving that and not other people driving that. And so at the end of the month, you have like the Lovers. You end the month with the Lovers in reverse. The Lovers in reverse, it's like, it could be maybe you finally, so for some of you that it's not actually getting a person that you wanted and you fought for so long, it could actually maybe that you finding a really, this like surge of confidence that you need to get out of a toxic relationship, to get out of a third party. And you'll realize that only at the end of the month. Like, yeah, it takes a lot of your confidence to move past that and to move past, like, you know, and really make the decision like, oh, I can't just be the third wheel here. Like, I cannot longer share this with other people when I know that I deserve more than that. So maybe you're finally deciding to really step out of that third party situation and really commit to your own well-being, you know, to like your own, like building up your own confidence, building up your own life, and being like, you know, in the more creative and just doing things that you want and makes you feel passionate about, versus like dimming your light for somebody that doesn't appreciate it, it doesn't see it, and just tries to bring you down versus bringing you up. So I think that's the Lovers here. It's all about that choice that you might have to make, and that either leaving somebody or maybe like deciding that maybe a certain partnership, a certain context of a partnership is no longer valid. And I say that because there will be some communication here, and it's like, it could be a two-sided communication. It could be just from one side, or maybe something that you hear, or from other people, or maybe it's like even text messages or stuff like that that will, you know, you'll be getting this month. But either way, Virgos, I feel like two things here. So to kind of round up here, two things. There's going to be a major achievement, major success for you in the beginning of the month. And then I'm afraid that there's this risk of like you letting people's jealousy, people's envy of you and what they say about you drag you down and drag you from that place of being a winner. But at the end of the day, I feel like you will be successful to really get through the bullshit, get past through all of that negative talk that people say, and then you will come above it. Because I think with the Queen of Wands, it's like she knows her worth. And Virgos, you know your worth. Sometimes you struggle because you're so self-critical. You always want to be perfect. But that's why you're so good, because like you never do anything half-ass. So what you achieved, it's for good merit. So always trust and believe that. So, and then the second part, for others of you, this might be a relationship that you like maybe finally deciding to like get out of a third party situation that is no longer serving you. You're finally getting the courage in the beginning of the month to work it out and work it through, so you can make that exit at the end of the month and move into the new year with positive, refreshed, and open to new possibilities that are really, really good for you. And you got by the book. Okay, this is the third time or fourth time that somebody is getting this. So let me just read to you. By the book. It's number 11. So 18. Okay. So by the book, essential meaning is abiding by social rules, conformity, respecting cultural family customs, and universal laws. So I feel like, you're really good at this, right, Virgo? Like, you're really good about like knowing boundaries, even though you're really bad about setting boundaries for yourself, but you're really good about respecting other people's boundaries. So, I think this is where comes like that need to focus more on yourself and not like let others dictate how you should feel about things. So then the oracle's message here is the universe works within a structure of divine laws and principles that provide a framework for human experience and evolution. The law of abundance, the law of prayer, the law of karma, the law of attraction, the law of thought, the law of compensation, and the law of nature are only few that are known. These principles create perfect order and operate with a kind of precision beyond human understanding. Even revolution says its place in universal law. Human beings, in turn, have their own laws and customs that vary from culture to culture and family to family. Laws keep social order and govern behavior, reflecting an instinctive understanding that harmony is important. This is a time to learn these laws and conform to them, rather than being the rebel and flaunting them. When this card appears, submit to the structure and follow the rules even if they seem to make no sense. Release resistance, for universal laws will correct any disharmony, and I think that's where you're going to get the devil in reverse here. Open your eyes to those universal laws and it will be easier to go by the book at this time. Now when it comes to relationships, getting along with others entails understanding and respecting who they have become as a result of their environment, culture, and experience. Find the middle ground that allows the relationship to flourish while nourishing the individuality of the other person. So this is really like what I was saying before. It's like you've got to this point to your success because of your own doing. It's you got there. You put in the work to get there, right? So it's other people's have to respect that, but I feel there will be some like naysayers here that's like, oh, who is she or who is he to get there or to get there? But like, no, you did what you had to do to get there. You didn't bypass, you didn't cut corners, you went by the book and you did what felt right and what was right for you to do. So don't let others like really undermine that. So play things by the book instead of trying to break the rules or pressure others to conform to the way you want them to do. So, and that goes reversed. So don't conform, or like don't fall pressure to conform to what other people think or say that you think you should do or they think you should do, so I think really with this by the book, it's like just to trust what you feel and trust that things are happening in a certain order that they're meant to happen. And then whatever you worked hard for is you finally getting the rewards for it. But at the same time, I feel like here, it's like if it's not the third party, if it's like that, like your community, it's like your so-called friends, that like, oh, who is she or who is he to deserve that or to deserve that person or to be with that great person, right? If they're going to be saying that, you're like, I think these events are shining light onto those people, and I think that's where like those events are really meant for you to happen, even though they're uncomfortable, even though you don't want them, they're unpleasant, but that shines a light on things that like hold you back. Like it could be patterns, it could be your thoughts themselves, but they're holding you back from realizing your potential and going for what you want. So trust and believe in yourself, be confident, and then know that whatever success you achieve in December, you deserve it. And don't let others tell you otherwise. Okay, Virgos? I'll leave you with that. I wish you a wonderful December and happy Merry Christmas. And I will see you in 2020. Okay, bye, Virgos.